What is the larynx and why do so many trans voice coaches talk about the larynx? Hi, I'm Claire with Seattle Voice Lab, and in today's lesson we're going to cover how the larynx affects the sound and how to move it around. So to be very brief, our voice has three formants. You may have seen these labeled as R1, R2, or R3. The first formant of the voice is the larynx. It's the pharyngeal space in the back of the mouth. And simply put, if the larynx is lower, then the voice will be darker. If the larynx is higher, then the voice will be brighter. But what happens if we move the larynx independently of our second and third formant? This is tricky. Let's try it together. I'm not going to cut this one up. You can hear that the vowel, more or less, stayed the same while the larynx was moving independently of the second and third formant. So oftentimes we get into sounds that kind of have that like covered quality that I demonstrated a moment ago. Oh, this kind of sound right here. This is when the larynx is moving up, but the tongue is not moving forward or higher with it. So how do we move the larynx higher while maintaining a beautiful, bright sound, not getting that covered, kind of Kermit the Frog sort of sound? How do we make the voice sound brighter? Well, we do that by pulling the larynx higher using the root of the tongue. So I want you to take your tongue and then okay, let me translate that now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our tongue out of the mouth, ignore the filter on the lips, and then we're going to pull the tongue back in the mouth, locking it behind those bottom teeth there. The goal here is to maintain the larynx height in the back while moving the body and the tip of the tongue independently of the root of the tongue. Now, there are a couple other ways that we can do this as well. Think about like the big dog, small dog, or like a high-pitched whisper. You will feel the back of the tongue lifting up and moving forward. And finally, for this video, if you're really struggling with this, start with a nice, gentle hum. Try to breathe out of the nose as you hum, and just notice how the back of the tongue is staying out of the way. If you're interested in voice lessons, sign up at seattlevoicelab.com. We do not have a wait list if you have morning availability.